So if you'd like to guide me through your role for the organisation of the tournament.
Okay, so my role at the centre is the Chief Operating Officer, and when the tournament is on, what I'm to do is to liaise with the tournament director around the facility and the facility specification, as in what it is that we're using of the centre, what are the capacity elements about the spectator seating, also about the players area. I'm also responsible for the cleanliness of the facility, so we have specific cleaning teams that come in who manage the spectator toilets, the players area, the food and beverage area as well. So I generally try and look after pretty much all of the operational aspects that you might sort of consider with such a sort of an international global event, if you like. So the other things like security, that would be something else that I would be responsible for. So looking at making sure that the security are letting people in at the right stage, people with the correct accreditation are getting through to certain areas into the facility as well. So I'm helping and supporting the tournament director with all of those different aspects.
So what's the history of the tennis club and this event as a whole?
So there is a long history. You probably need to have a little bit more detailed research on it, but we've had loads of international events at the facility for a long period of time. We've hosted Davis Cup ties, we've hosted Federation Cup ties, we used to host just the ATP Tour event, and now we're hosting obviously an ATP Challenger event, which is a lower tier, and then a WTA Tour event. So there's a lot of history around the facility. It was opened in 1990 by Princess Diana, and it's had a lot of sort of big, large-scale tennis events with international players. Tim Henman, Andy Murray's played here, so has Greg Rosetsky, plus all of other top-named international players. So there's been a long history with the Lawn Tennis Association and the International Tennis Federation, the ITF, with hosting international events down at the facility.
Do you think the whole centre is growing then? Do you think it will continue to grow as well?
Yeah, we hope so. So there was a period where we didn't have any event, we didn't have an international event, and then the LTA, so the Lawn Tennis Association, and the City Council sat down at the table again and negotiated and worked something out, and the plan would be to have more and more events, and to continue with the existing event that we have year on year. It fits well into the grass court calendar for both the women and the men's calendar and seasonality with the grass courts leading up into Wimbledon. So yeah, we would definitely like to, but you know, crazier things have happened in a shorter period of time. So yeah, fingers crossed, if things keep going the way they're going, then hopefully we should still have an event.
And what about in terms of attendance? Do you find more people are coming and getting involved and watching all these events? Yeah,
so last year the event was probably the event's strongest year since it sort of came back. If you remember that it used to be just a single-sex event, so just a men's event, but now it's a men's and women's, and that sort of adds to the attraction for the spectator, so they can go and watch a men's singles match and the women's singles match and doubles and so on like that, which is a lot more attraction for the spectator. So I think that we will continue to sort of grow with that type of event and grow our numbers of spectators. This year we've increased the centre court seating by 500 seats. We've also increased the outdoor court seating as well, so that people get maybe a bit more of a Wimbledon type experience, where they can, even if you don't have the centre court tickets, you can still see some great matches in a grandstand outside in the other courts. So yeah.
Which individuals do you have to liaise with to do your job to the full extent?
So there's a lot of stakeholders involved. So there's obviously some senior politicians and also senior members of the City Council that we need to liaise with in order to be able to host the facility, and also host the event at the facility, and also at the Lawn Tennis Association. So there's those type of people. There's also the people from the two sort of, I'll say, governing bodies of the WTA and the ATP, so we link with those stakeholders as well. So they're quite important. And then I guess it's the contractors or the companies that come in to help deliver the tournament. So Eurosport was one of the TV companies that we have, to liaising with them. Sky Sports do a little bit as well, and so it's trying to liaise with those, as well as, you know, the important people who look after the food for all of our customers, and you know, the people who provide all of the restrooms and those type of things as well. So there's lots of stakeholders involved, from senior people down to the volunteers who try and make the experience really special for all of our spectators.